We're talking with Mustang head football coach Cory Sauter following the Mustangs' 52-27 loss to Minnesota State. And coach, number one team in the country for a reason. They've got a great rushing defense, and they held the Mustang rushing attack in check. And overall, the Mavericks showed they're the number one team for a reason.
Well, they're a very good football team, and they proved that tonight. I am convinced that they're probably very deserving of that number one ranking, and we definitely assisted a little bit with the turnovers, but they had a big part of creating those turnovers as well, and so you got to give them credit. They're a very good ball club. And
we knew going into the game that you'd have to take advantage of some of the mistakes by the Mavericks and limit yours. In the first play of the game, an interception. Then you have a chance for a possible interception on their second drive of the game. You don't convert, they get some scores, and as you mentioned, the 6 turnovers. You just can't do that against that kind of team. But their defense can do that to you.
Yeah, no, a team like this, you can't fall down early against them. Going down early is definitely not going to help your cause. And if you have 6 turnovers, it really doesn't matter who you play. We've done a really nice job up until this point, just being very good on the turnover margin. I think we were +7 or whatever, yeah. But really we almost doubled that in one game, and that was just the disappointing part of things. But again, part of that was us, and part of that was them creating those things.
And some positives, the offense did move the ball. I think we counted 5 or 6 times. You moved inside the MSU 35-yard line and only scored on a couple of them. Just had some interceptions and turned it over on downs. And I guess that's a good sign, a sign of a very good defense. They'll bend, but they won't break, and they toughen up when they need to.
Right. We were able to move the ball a little bit, but as you mentioned, the name of the game is points. And if you don't score, it really is all for none. And so we fell a little short. Most disappointing one is, we're getting the ball down to the 1-yard line. We get a penalty to move us back to the 6-yard line, and then we throw an interception on the play. And so we had definite opportunities to score. We just didn't capitalize, and that's the tough part to swallow.
Well, now you've got to bounce back. We've had this situation before, and the guys did a couple of weeks ago against Wayne State, but now face Upper Iowa, and there's still a lot to play for. Upper Iowa had a tough loss today, and it's going to see what team can bounce back from a defeat better.
Yeah, we still have a month left, and so 4 great games ahead of us. And the nice thing is we're a pretty resilient group. The guys will battle. We've got a good group of seniors that will keep this group together, and we'll go back to work and find ways to get better. But it's an ongoing process, to improve, and we have a lot to prove, for these last couple games, and I definitely am very happy with the effort as far as not quitting at the end. I mean, it went down to the last snap. Our guys were able to punch one in, and that was just good to see.
All right, Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes, and good luck next week.
All right, thanks, Kelly.